Unique Cleaning, LLC of Miami-Dade and Broward County, Florida. We are a professional cleaning service that provides quality cleaning for residential and commercial properties. When you don't feel like it, you don't have the time nor the energy, let us come and do it for you. We will guarantee quality services where you will feel comfortable and pleased with our services. We have rates starting at $119 for a single bedroom, single bathroom home. Visit our website at www.uniquecleaning.com so that you can see what else that we offer providing that service for you. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Let's go. It's your girl, Tika Deshawn. No, I'm not on camera today, but I did find it necessary to make sure I brought you guys the season finale of Zatima. There was a lot that went on the season finale, but there were some questions that were answered. So let's just go ahead and dive right into Fatima season finale episode. I'm gonna jump around with this, you guys. So I just want you to just stay tuned, keep rocking with me for a little bit. I'm not gonna be here very long, but I just wanted to make sure I gave you guys this recap from Fatima's season finale. So we did see where Zach and Fatima they were back at home and they were just having a conversation. And so Fatima, she had to do whatever she had to do to help Zach, get back in a calm space so that he can kind of relax. She said that she was giving him a gummy so that he could relax and kind of take a nap because of everything that's going on. So if you guys saw the episode, which was episode 19, you know that Zach and his brother Jeremiah have the responsibility of unfortunately pulling the plug, as they call it, on their mom, Miss Gladys. Now we know that Miss Gladys was in the hospital because she OD'd, and unfortunately, it wasn't looking good for her. So she was placed on life support. So then Fatima, Zach is letting Fatima know, look, I don't think my brother is going to agree with pulling the plug on my mom. It's not, it was just a whole back and forth. There's this big brother, little brother dynamic between Zach. It's almost like they have like a love hate relationship. Jeremiah wants Zach to step up. However, Zach can only do so much, and that's when Fatima went. She had a conversation with Jeremiah, and she let him know you can only do so much, and Zach can only do so much. But you guys have to work together in regards to this decision for your mom. Of course, Fatima let Jeremiah know, look, I can do this the legal way, or we can do it, civil. We don't want to have to go back and forth with court and all that stuff to make a decision about your mom. He also says, or Fatima says, Jeremiah, like, would your mom want to actually be in that particular state that she's in? And because she told him, she's like, your mom is not there, she's not responsive, she can't, there's no life in her. That's literally just, unfortunately, that's just her body. There's not a whole lot that can be done to help save her. And so Jeremiah kind of becomes a little transparent with Fatima. I'm gonna give you guys a quick clip and then I'll be right back. So this was one of those moments where Jeremiah was extremely transparent with Fatima, and Fatima basically got him to do what was specifically necessary to agree to in regards to the life support situation with their mom. So moving forward, you guys, we all know that Zach as well as Bryce were having a bit of money trouble, but Bryce pretended or attempted to put all of this off onto Zach as if it were Zach's fault. But Come to find out, you guys, it was because Bryce took money from their business account, and Zach said that his personal account funds his portion of the business account, which left their account, the business account, overdrawn. So Bryce did something by having someone else, such as Gary, who was supposed to actually help them, which we know that Gary will never be up to any good when it comes to Andy and her friends. So, anyway, the sister situation is affecting everything on Zatima in regards to Zach and his money. Now, initially, I thought that this was because the FDA or the FBI or whoever were looking for Zach, trying to get him because of that deal that he made with the lady, the what is she, the senator's wife. But in actuality, this was a situation where Bryce took money that he had no business taking. Now, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think that this is literally the end of Zach and Bryce's friendship, relationship, business associationship? Zach tried to give him a little grace. He tried to give him, some space to kind of show that he could be, a different person, and that the whole little situation where he tried to kiss Zach, he tried to, just try to kind of move past that. But because Bryce basically put this situation in front of Zach where it looked as if all his money was gone. Now, the way Zach found out that this wasn't his fault was because he actually called his bank, and the bank let him know that this is what happened with the money, which was because of what Bryce did. Bryce basically wrote a check that he could not cash, causing problems for Zach and himself, and their bank accounts. Let's see who we got in. Oh, I see my guy Vacay JTV. What's good, Jay? Your girl normally be on the camera, but I can't do it right now. So just had to come on in and give everyone this recap, season finale recap of Zatima. So thank you for tapping in. And if you're tapping in, whether you're tapping in from Facebook or YouTube, I want to say thank you so much for tapping in and tuning in with your girl. I appreciate you. So let's get back to it. So anyway, do you guys think that the friendship between Zach and Fatima is, or Zach and Bryce is over? If I were Zach, I personally would steer clear of Bryce. Bryce is doing nothing but causing Zach a whole lot of trouble. So I think that Zach should literally sever ties with Bryce. I don't see anything good coming out of them as friends or as business partners, because Bryce is just doing way too much. So finally, you guys, we have to say goodbye to Miss Gladys. Zach receives a phone call from the hospital, and they let him know that your mom went into cardiac arrest and you need to come to the hospital now. We don't think that she's going to make it through the night. So Zach does just that. He makes his way to the hospital, and unfortunately, he has to say goodbye to Miss Gladys. Um, Again, this was one of those vulnerable moments where even both Zach and Jeremiah actually made me, tear up. But this was that moment where they had to say goodbye to their mom. Jeremiah kept, he reiterated to Fatima that it wasn't about the money. It's just he wanted his mom. Now I'm going to give you guys a clip of Zach and Jeremiah when they were little kids. And Miss Gladys, she had a message. She had a message because Zach always questioned whether or not his mom loved him. He just had no idea how she really felt about him. So I'm gonna give you guys this clip, and then we'll talk just a little bit more about this particular scene.
Get older. This shit is hard. Damn. I'm so sorry. I love y'all. I really do. All right, Mom, baby. I'll be back. I love y'all.
So you guys, like that whole scene of them actually watching, watching Zach particularly watching the video of his mom, her saying that, she loved him as well as Jeremiah. They didn't want her to be sad. And then we get to see a little Zach who was played by Zach's real son or Deval's real son, Cairo. It was super, even though it was a solemn moment, it was super cute because most of you guys probably follow Zach or Deval and Kadeen on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, pretty much everywhere. So I thought it was, awesome that they used his son as the little Zach. But the whole scene was definitely a little sad as well because here we have this mom who's literally struggling. She has a drug addiction and she's struggling to take care of her kids. But then she still takes this moment to take them to the park and to play. She didn't just leave them anywhere. Then it shows her literally walking away and leaving them at the park. That was a sad moment, but it also explains why Zach has so many abandonment issues. It shows not only did she leave him at the park, and Zach said he didn't even remember this happening, but she left him at a park, she's left him at a grocery store, and all because she had an addiction that she just couldn't, you know, there was nothing that, she could really do at the moment. That was a hard one. That was a hard one. But on the season finale, we find out a little good news. And even though this episode was a little sad, a lot sad, we still got a little good news from Zach and Fatima. But before I give you guys that, I'm gonna give you let me give you guys a word from our sponsor, and then we will get to the very last part of Zatima. Yep, that's right, you guys. We do have sponsors. So make sure you guys check out H2D Entertainment. They have music, they have movies that they're making. There's just so much going on at H2D Entertainment, and I definitely suggest that you guys check them out. Also, at the very beginning, we have another sponsor by the name of Unique Cleaning in the Miami-Dade County area, as well as the Broward County, Florida area. So if you need your home clean, you need your business clean, check out Unique Cleaning at www.uniquecleaning.com. And if you missed it, I'm going to make sure I play their video one more time at the end of our video. So finally, we get a moment, and everything has been so sad at this point. Everything with Zatima has been so sad. Zach and Fatima are on an emotional roller coaster. But then we get this moment. I'm going to play this for you guys, and I'll be right back. So, how are you guys feeling about a little Zach and Fatima baby? A little Fatima baby, y'all. Anyway, you guys, at that scene in particular, it was right after Zach had saw the video that was created by his mother, and he was just telling Fatima how he's going to be a better father. He's already a father, but he's going to be a better father. Now, I think this part was a little bit predictable, or maybe it's because that's what a lot of people were writing in saying that they wanted for Zach and Fatima to have a baby, y'all. So now we see that we're gonna have a little Zatima coming up. Now, I don't know how soon this is going to actually happen, but Zach and Fatima are going to have a baby. Y'all have baby names? If y'all in the comments, let me know if you guys have any baby names. Let me know your thoughts on what the Zach and Fatima baby is going to actually be called. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. I actually gave the last two episodes, 19 and 20. I gave them both literally a 20. The episode was everything. I absolutely enjoyed Zatima this second half of the season. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, another toxic relationship, but then it broke it down and explained why Zach is the way that he is, and it gave us a little bit more of the life into Fatima. The name of this episode was The Ugly Truth, and definitely a lot of ugly truths were revealed. Anyway, you guys, season three at some point will return. I'm definitely looking forward to more of Zatima. If you love Zatima, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know and drop those comments. Let me know those thoughts on the latest episode of Zatima, the season finale itself. And let me know what you're looking forward to more. Now, we do know that Sisters is going to be returning. I think it's the middle of the month of October where Sisters will return. It's like the 13th of October, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how ready you are for Sisters to return. Um, you guys, if you're new to my channel, finding me for the very first time, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so that you can receive reminders of new content. October 17th, I will definitely be going into the Oval. I will definitely be having the discussion of season 5, the Oval. There's a lot of things you guys do not want to miss on season 5 of the Oval. And I'm also going to finish up and give you guys a couple of recaps from season 4 so you can kind of catch up, okay? All right, y'all. That's about it. Thank you all so much for tapping in, tuning in with your girl. I absolutely appreciate you all. And you know what I always say? You already know. Stay ruthless. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend.